So I'm on a drive up to Glacier Point, and I saw a road to the right that said Bridal Veil Camping. And so I went down this road, and there's camping available here. So I might spend the night here tonight. I'm trying to find the spot that's available. This place you can check yourself in, and it's only $12. And you can write a check. And so that sounds cheap and easy, and I just need a place for my car, to be honest. And it's probably a little bit warmer up here than it is in the valley below. So anyways, there's this like little pond. I don't see any fish in here, but that water's freezing. Oof. So I'm getting out of my car to go for a walk. There's this really cool meadow over here that I want to check out, and there wasn't really any parking. So I'm going to go over there, and I think it's like right over there. But it looks like there was dew that like laid off on all this grass area, and then it froze at night because I guess it gets below the 30 or something, and it turns into ice. And so I was gonna walk out there and see if it's all icicles or what. I was wondering why it looks all white and sparkly. It looks really cool. Maybe I'll make a really good picture. That's what I guess what everybody's looking at. There's a car down there checking out the same thing. That's where I gotta walk to. I picked up a nice 2-inch thick New York strip steak from the grocery store yesterday, last night when I rolled through. And I have to find a fire to cook it. I have to find someone who already built a fire and ask him if I can borrow their fire, or I'm gonna Google search if there's any gas grills here in the valley, maybe by the pool, or like a certain area where they just allow people to use a gas grill, or they have like employees that work here. They have their own little section that they live in, and you're not really supposed to drive over there, but I just did this morning. It's like these little cool little houses that they live in. Ooh, that looks amazing. I'm gonna hike over there and show you guys. Wow, I think it is what I think it is. I think it's just a big meadow, and the dew froze overnight, and it looks all icy. Look how cool this looks. I think cars, as they leave the campground here, they stop to take pictures because it's a really good photo. I'll try to capture one on this phone here. Wish I had a little bit more professional camera, but there's a good camera on the Note 9 phone, but what I need is a Nikon or a Canon. Wow, that looks amazing. See how everything looks glowing white? It's just the dew that froze. I gotta be careful because I don't know what's in the grass. I'm just gonna walk out here a little bit. Oh, there's birds nesting in the grass right there. Wow. See, there must be a nest like right there. Anyway. Yeah, it's just icy. It's fluffy and icy. What a trip. Look how cool that looks though. So it won't look like this in an hour, it'll just all melt. See my shadow? Wow, what a good picture. As a photographer, when you come into Yosemite National Park, you want to try to capture some of the natural like photography, like pictures that are unique that not everybody's gonna have. You know, everybody's gonna have Half Dome, everybody's gonna have El Capitan, Lower Yosemite Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, you know, all the usual. But do they have Bridal Veil Creek campground site pasture that's been frozen with ice? No. That's a really good picture right there. I wish I had a more high res lens, like a more professional. But let me know how this turns out, even in the video, because it should be pretty 4K on the Note 9 here. Let me know how this turns out. Kind of use this log as reference. Man, campers are so loud. I don't know who's screaming down there, but they're being so loud. I don't know. I just thought it looked really cool, and I was tripping out. It's like, why are those cars? Every car that passes through, they stop and take a picture, and they get out of their car and take a picture, and then they leave. That's how I find most of my spots. Is I look for other people stopping and trying to grab a photo, and then I look at if they're looking at deer or a bear, an unusual tree, or some wildlife, or something cool happening, and I try to get the same shot. But sometimes I have my own natural eye. I'll spot something that's interesting to me, like this tree right here. You know, the pointy at the top. Look how it broke off. That's kind of trippy too. And you can see a woodpecker came through and dug out some insects to eat. Ooh, it is cold here. Honestly, it seems colder here than it did in the valley about a half an hour ago. I'm freezing here. My hands are just frozen. I'm just wondering why is it colder here, and we're higher. We're about 600-700 feet up in the air in elevation.